Hi, I'm Craig. Welcome to the battery shop. Today we'll show you how to replace the 12-volt battery in this 2017 MINI Cooper Clubman. It's located under the hood. It's tucked away in the back here. There's a few extra things you're going to have to remove before you get to the battery, but we'll show you the steps so you can replace it pretty easily. We always recommend you check with your manufacturer's step-by-step instructions to make sure you're familiar with the project, you have everything you need, you don't forget anything, and you can safely and efficiently replace a battery in a vehicle like this. Let's get started. We are using a memory saver to keep the computer's memories alive while replacing the battery. The first step is to remove the fasteners for the intake neck. You'll need a 10mm wrench for that. And then release the clip and remove the intake neck. The next step is to remove the intake silencer housing. First, pull off the rubber retainer. Then release the screw. You'll need a 10mm wrench for that. Then unlock the connector for the hot film air mass meter. Unlock the connector with a flathead screwdriver, and then press on the tab with your finger while pulling the connector out. And then release the clamp. You can use a 7mm wrench or a flathead screwdriver for this. Finally, pull the intake filter housing up and out of the rubber mounts and remove it. The next step is to loosen the fasteners for the battery cover. You'll need an 8mm wrench for that. And remove the cover. Now we can remove the hood seal and set it off to the side. The next step is to remove the fastener on the hood gasket mounting. You'll need a 10mm wrench for this. Then release the expanding rivet and remove the mounting. The next step is to remove the fasteners for the tension strut using a 13mm wrench. And remove the tension strut. Now we can remove the front cowl panel cover. With gloves and safety glasses on, the next step is to loosen the fastener for the negative battery cable. You'll need a 10mm wrench for that. A socket and an extension can make this easier. And then remove the negative battery cable from the negative battery terminal. Then loosen the fastener for the positive battery cable using your 10mm wrench. And remove the positive battery cable from the positive battery terminal. Now we can remove the battery's vent hose from the side of the battery. Then, loosen the fastener for the battery's hold-down bracket using a 13mm wrench. And remove the bracket. Now we can remove the old battery. Then, install the replacement battery. Be sure to install the vent plug into the side of the battery, opposite the vent hose tube. The vent plug should come with your battery. It's always a good idea to clean up any corrosion on your battery terminals and cable connections. Next, push the battery all the way into place, and then reinstall the battery's hold-down bracket and tighten the fastener. Now we can reinstall the vent hose into the side of the battery and check the hose for any cracks or damage. The next step is to reinstall the positive battery cable onto the positive battery terminal. But don't pound these clamps on, as that can cause internal battery damage. And tighten the fastener. Then, reinstall the negative battery cable onto the negative battery terminal. And tighten the fastener. The next step is to reinstall the front cowl panel cover. Then reinstall the tension strut. And tighten the fasteners. Now we can reinstall the hood gasket mounting. And tighten the fastener. Then reinstall the battery cover. And tighten the fasteners. The next step is to reinstall the intake silencer housing into the rubber mount. And tighten the clamp. Then reinstall the connector. You'll hear a click when it's fully seated, and press the tab down to lock it. Then reinstall the rubber retainer. Now we can reinstall and tighten the fastener. Now we can reposition the hood gasket. Finally, reinstall the intake neck. and tighten the fasteners. Many late model vehicles have to have their replacement battery registered or coded with the vehicle's battery management system. Refer to the service and repair manual for your vehicle to see if this needs to be done. If so, check out our videos on how to do this. The links to them are in the video's description below.